What's up, YouTube? This is Smitty Smith coming at you with a game of Headquarters on Array. This is one of my older matches. I wanted to throw it up just so that I could put some content on my YouTube channel here today. I am using, for a weapon, basically everything. I start with an AK-47. I use an MPL. I think I use a 74 for a while. This is one of the matches. I wanted to put this up because there are matches like this where I constantly change my loadout, and that's because I just can't get comfortable with any one weapon. I want to use one particular thing, and then I find it doesn't work, so I have to go with something else, and you know, I flip back and forth. Starting off here, I'm running with my own group, and I'm basically camped in this room to prevent anybody from overlooking where the headquarters is, because we've got some guys out there. I want to make sure we can cap it. Had we set up correctly, we probably would have been able to cap it almost immediately, but I think we actually end up losing this one. Overall, I think we win the game. I have a pretty decent score. We've got some, fairly new players in the game and whatnot and stuff, but I certainly wanted to show you some things, and I'll discuss some of my classes as we move along. I want to mention at the beginning of the video, you'll see that I basically aim down the sights for a few seconds, and that's because I use a little thing called screen sights. What they do is they're little static cling things that you stick on your TV that are basically a crosshair on your TV, so you know where your bullets are going to end up, or what vicinity they'll be in when you fire. They're more useful for hardcore, because I used to solely play hardcore. I used them more in that, and I don't use them as much anymore because I've played this so much that I don't really need them. But I also wanted to talk about the setup that I use. The controller that I use and things like that. I use an item called Control Freaks. If you don't know what it is, check out irbgamer.com. I do a review of them. These are amazing little products. So if you have an opportunity, hop on to controlfreak.com and order some FPS Freaks. If you're into racing games, then you want the Speed Freaks as well. So yeah, that's definitely something I wanted to bring up. Now, I switched weapons. I'm using an MPL with a grip and rapid fire, and the class also has scavenger, just because you shoot 6,000 bullets every second. This class is quite good if you're going to be in any sort of level that has close quarter combat. Instead of a shotgun, try using this sometime, because wow, with the grip, the MPL doesn't really jump at all. You can see there, but it also does fairly decent damage. Actually, I lie. I'm sorry. It's got a red dot and grip. I think I set it up that way because it doesn't need rapid fire, because it shoots so damn fast as it is. But you can see with the grip, it doesn't jump at all, and that's fantastic. It's something that you use to your benefit. It works great in close quarter. Like every SMG in long range combat, it certainly drops in damage over particular distances, but the fact that it doesn't have a lot of kick, a lot of sway, or anything like that, makes it viable if you're using it for long range shots. So where this is headquarters, I know last video I cut out the times when I had died. This time I'm actually going to leave them in. I'm going to give everybody an opportunity to see what it is I do during the games, and or during my deaths, so you can see what weapons I'm changing to and things like that. You can see last time I switched to, I think it was an AK-47, but I didn't get it in time, so I'm still running with the MPL. And I think what I'm going to do is, this was 2 prestiges ago, I'm going to go ahead and make this class again so that I can get some gameplay footage to show you guys, to just to prove my point that this is quite a class. I don't know why I got away from it. I think it's because I started using the M14 and the FAL a lot more, those semi-automatic rifles. this is something I also wanted to discuss is, you see this guy come running in and does what's called a halo jump, and this is the only time in history that I've seen a halo jump be successful. Meaning, generally you look like a douchebag jumping around all over the place when you do that. This guy actually had a tactic. He used a concussion grenade and slowed me down so that I couldn't follow him with my sight. So, kudos to him. Still pissed me off, but you know, it worked nonetheless. So I can't deny the tactic in this instance. You see, we're winning the game right now. The opponent. Oh yeah, I want to comment on that too. I just flashed myself. I know it's a fail, but everybody watching this, every one of you, has flashed yourself. Doesn't it suck? It pisses me off every time I do it, and I do it daily, just because, you know, I'm always in a hurry, always trying to be on the move. I don't want to be a camper anymore. In Modern Warfare 2 I was, so I told myself I wouldn't this time. But that's the reason I bounce grenades off walls, concussions, smoke. I'm killing myself sometimes more often than I kill the opponent. But now you see I'm running with the AK-47. It's got a red dot. I've got sleight of hand, and I think I have ninja. Because I use Turtle Beaches, and that's another part of the setup that I have, I do not like any class that doesn't have ninja, because I can hear myself running, and I always think it's somebody coming up behind me. So I generally run ninja. My kill streaks are, you know, the typical counter spy plane, SR-71, and I think dogs, but I don't get dogs in this match. I don't believe. So the team we played, they were pretty good. I mean, they're not terrible. It's not like the entire team's going 2-20, but you know, a lot can be said for having your own team, you know, communicating and working out a game plan. I've played with these guys so much now that I know their tendencies, I know their techniques, and you know, we're all a pretty good counterbalance to each other. So that's why we win this match. Now, there are matches where we get absolutely rolled on, and that's because we meet teams that have the same communication, the same knowledge of each other, but they're just better players. You know, I'm by no means am I a fantastic player. I'm trying to get my kill death. I know everyone says, oh, kill death is a useless statistic, but oh well, people still look at that, you know, as a determination of how good you are. You know, there's no getting around it. And I think I'm at 1.59, and I cannot get to 1.6. I don't know what it is. You know, I could go 45-1, and then the next 5 games end up going 1-45. It's ridiculous. I just can't break that 1.6 barrier. So I think I'm going to sit down a little bit after this match here and maybe do a little free-for-all, record some of that, show you guys how some of that works, and hopefully I can get up above 1.6. Now, I'm also going to put a video up here shortly showing you know, what my current you know, records are, highest kills, you know, most assists, shit like that, just to give you an idea of what my my combat record looks like, so you can see you know, exactly what type of player I am, what guns I use more than others, the accuracy. I'm proud to say that my accuracy with a Dragunov is 100%. That's because I've fired one bullet, I believe it was from the hip, and I was trying to panic knife somebody, and I didn't. So, but thank God it landed a hit. I think I probably ended up still dying too. But yeah, I'm rocking 100% accuracy on that sniper rifle. Now, the FAL, the M14, I'm a little more accurate with those because I use them more often, but I don't have to spray and pray. I can't spray and pray. With the FAL, I can rail on that right bumper well enough so that it's almost like a spray and pray. And we'll take a timeout to point out the fact that I failed there again with a grenade off the wall. So you see now I'm running at 31-12. I'm leading the team, doing a good job. My first SR-71, I had some friends screaming, "Oh, nice care package, Smitty!" And I had to point out that it wasn't a care package; it was actually a kill streak. And while I like my friends, it's always great playing with them. I'm sure most of you are the same way. It's always nicer when they're wrong and you can throw something in their face. So that was awesome. Go me. But I mean, it's a straightforward gameplay again, guys. I'm not one of those commentators that's gonna have an agenda when I'm doing a commentary for you. So it's really pardon the pun, shooting from the hip every time I pick up my headset, throw it on, and load up a video for commentary for you guys. So if there's anything in particular you'd like me to talk about, games that I'll be playing shortly, or reviews that I have going up, or if there's anything you'd like me to talk about on my blog, it's certainly open for topic. You just toss a sorry, we lost the host there. But back to my original point there, if there's a topic you want me to discuss, put it in the notes. I'll discuss it. I mean, you guys listen to my commentaries. I'm kind of a tool bag. I really don't have a point when I talk about shit. So if you want me to talk about something in particular, I probably don't know a lot about it, but I can pretend, talk out my ass. That's what I do. I'm from New England. It's what we all do. Now, that being said, I'm now going to have people from New England leaving me hate mail because they think I'm hating on it. But no, I live in Maine. Here's a topic we can discuss: is the fucking snow that we've all been getting nationwide. First off, yes, I live in Maine. We're used to it. We know what's coming every single year. But I think we've got close to 6 feet this year so far. And that might be average and whatnot, but we didn't. I think we had one storm in December, and as of today, February 12th, we've had everything over the course of like 40 days. So yes, that's a lot, just like the rest of the nation. Granted, we all know how to deal with it up here. We're not leaving 400 cars stranded on an interstate or a highway because we don't know how to drive in it. It's what we're raised to do up here. I had a friend from Florida ask me, I had mentioned on one of my Facebook posts that I had to get my snow tires put on my car prior to a storm we were having, and he asked what snow tires were. Dude from Florida, he's been there his whole life, and he didn't know what snow tires were, and that blew my mind. For those of you who don't know, because I understand there are those of you out there, it's basically regular tires, but they have little metal studs in them to give you traction on the snow and ice that you drive on. It's not foolproof, I'm not talking spikes sticking out of the tires, but they're little nubs, little nipples that hang off the tire and certainly increase traction. It helps when we've got the plow trucks out during a storm and stuff, but there's always a quarter inch or a half an inch of snow on the ground that you're always driving over. So I'll give you guys a few tips because the snow's not done. The nation's gonna get some more. First things first, you want a front-wheel drive car. If you're driving a rear-wheel drive car, then you can pretty much forget everything I'm about to say because they act differently in the snow. But when you're driving along and you're spinning and you feel your car swaying to the left or the right, let off the gas. That will pull the car back to where you need it to be in order to gain traction. Second, don't go fast. Jesus Christ, it's snow, people. Respect the slush. The loose snow, the slush that's on the side of the road, when you hit that, is going to pull your car. Okay, so if you're close to the edge of the road and you hit it and it pulls you, it's going to pull you into more of it, and then you keep getting pulled, and it's a chain reaction, and eventually you end up off the road, maybe even upside down, which, I mean, even up here happens often. I'm only offering these tips because this is what I deal with every single year. To go further, you're going to want to adjust your seat and drive like you were taught. Don't do this one hand lean back shit. 2 hands on the wheel. Pay attention. And if it's dark out, don't put your high beams on because you're just going to magnify the snow that's already falling. Use your low beams. So those are all the tips that I can give you right now, because the commentary, the video itself is coming to a close. There isn't much time left. You can see we're winning 175 to I think is it 90? Or, I'm sorry, 180 to 90 now, and there's about 10 seconds left, so I'll go ahead and say thanks again, guys, for tuning in. I appreciate every one of my followers, every one of my viewers. If there's anything in particular you would like to see, then let me know. Thanks again. I will see you shortly. Take care, guys.
Mission accomplished. Nice job.
I wanted to be on TV. I was about to kill him too. See my bullet shooting at him, Nenny?
The ones that are
Lucky.
left and right, right.